Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing good. Today we are on the 100th episode of the LEGO Fortnite Survival Series. It's crazy that it's been this long. It probably shouldn't have been this long, but I felt like this was the one game that I truly had some kind of experience with, I could have fun with, and just, relax a little bit and share my creations with y'all. But I got a lot to do today because this is kind of our mega episode, since it is the 100th episode. But before I go into anything, if y'all enjoy this episode and want to see more videos like this, let me know down in the comments below. Make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to share this with your friends, share this with your family, share this with whoever. Make sure notifications are turned on so you never miss any one of my videos when they go up. Also, if you feel like becoming a member and want to see these videos early, y'all go check out the join button on my channel or check out the link down in the description below. So let's go ahead and get into it. Sorry. First off, I've changed my name. I am now Clay Plays Games, no longer Cassius Clay YT. I've changed my creator code as well to Clay Plays Games. It is all capitalized. It should all just be one word altogether. Well, not one word, but 3 words altogether. And speaking of which, since we are using the new code, I can go ahead and head over to the item shop because this was just unlocked, or at least just updated into the shop. Anarchy Acres is now in LEGO Fortnite. I'm going to go ahead and get it, and if you see on the bottom, I've got Clay Plays Games in the Support a Creator code section, so do yourself a favor, add my code, and then y'all go get yourself something good from the item shop. So I'm going to go ahead and get the Anarchy Acres bundle, that way y'all don't have to, and when I get back to my main survival world after this video, or like after this episode, then I'll start doing barns and everything, which I'm glad that they add the walls and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this now and get it. So I'm happy about this. I'm really excited to see what what all is included. A lot of nice decorum, in my opinion. Ooh, the little hay barrel, like the little barrels and hay. That's gonna be cool. So I can't wait to use that in the next episode. And wait, 19. Why do I have 1900? Oh, that's right, I had 2700. God, I wasn't paying attention. But I'm just glad I was using my code. So, we'll worry about that later. I am rocking the Diver Jonesy skin. And what we're doing today, and I know y'all are probably thinking, oh, this isn't going to be a good episode. Trust me, it's going to be a good one. So, what I'm going to do is go into my old worlds from, I wouldn't say the very beginning, but one of my earliest worlds that I still have. And we'll go on to the next world and just kind of a nostalgia feeling, just rehash everything that we had. I wish I had the first world that I started out with, but unfortunately the game had crashed and just didn't work. So I had to delete that one a while back. But I still have 2 of the previous worlds, and I wanted to show y'all those real quick for anyone that didn't watch the series all the way from the beginning. And, just kind of get that in order. So once I finish those, I'll obviously delete them. That way I can save up some more save slots for my future worlds. So we're going to go ahead and start with Village 1 or World 1 and just kind of go over all the new stuff from the update that I haven't really gotten a chance to see yet. I know I did an update video a few days ago, and it was pretty cool. I had to rush that one though. But I'm happy to finally get into it and share these old experiences with y'all for anyone that's new and hasn't seen the previous stuff. Other than that, I think we're gonna have a pretty good episode. I'm excited to see the bears. Apparently, there's bears now in the game, and I didn't know that. Bears. I think new textures for some of the animals. Still gotta figure that one out. Oh man, that's right. I do remember this one. This one was the first world that had like the issue where I pretty much had an earthquake issue, and I remember I made a YouTube short about it a long time ago. But I remember I made like a chicken farm, or I tried to make a chicken farm, and I remember making a gate around the area, like a little square. I had 2 chickens in there. I forgot what we called them, but the next time I got on the world, the chickens had disappeared, and I don't know why it happened. But, along with that, some of the build materials were just breaking randomly. Like a full-on earthquake in LEGO Fortnite, which I wish they would include in the game. That would be kind of cool. But seeing this, it just brings back old memories. I know I've heard that they've changed some stuff with the village square. So I want to check. Okay, they've changed some of the detailing. Residents. Oh, this is new. So it shows you how many you have. And okay, so it gives you two slots that says you can have either 2 new villagers or 2 new animals. So you can either have, I'm guessing, 5 animals or 2. So it's either 7 villagers and 3 animals, or 5 animals and 5 villagers, or you could do like a 4 animals, 6 villagers kind of thing. But I'm noticing on the left there's max world villagers and max world animals. So you can have 30 now, and you have 30 villagers, 50 30 villagers, 50 animals. That's cool. So on my main survival world, the new one that I'm doing right now, I could do two villages of 5, and then the rest be 2. That way it's split apart, and have more room for people. Although I think, did I read this right? I apologize. I can ask people to leave, so I can start separating people out again. That could be nice. We might have to work on that. I'm kind of interested to see what's going to go on with that. Now, obviously, it is nighttime, but I'm going to go ahead and start moving over to my other villages that I have. Because this isn't the only village. I'm surprised I made it to a level 10 with just these builds, to be clear. Just because there's mainly like log builds and Pleasant Park builds. It might have been the stations. I think the stations was the big hit with it. But I'm going to go ahead and take my pathway over to the desert. Just because I know, or at least I remember some of the decent stuff about it. I never went a whole lot of areas in this world. I never went exploring so much. I don't remember exactly if I found the original Lego Fortnite with Friends location that Cameron and I would play on. I know I had pointed it out in some of my past videos. I do remember the pathing, though, on how to get to the desert, because I set up a staircase all the way throughout. This is just my way of saying goodbye to the old worlds. That way, we're fully zoned into the new stuff. And I'm hoping to find a bear soon, though. I've seen images of it, but I have not found one myself yet. It would be nice to fight one, though, because I'm curious how tough they are. I wonder if they're tougher than the brutes. That'd be an interesting fight to see, though. You know, I ought to go into a sandbox mode and actually have the two fight, if that's even possible. For some reason, they've always had an issue with the stairs, though, where it's always lagged a little bit. Like when you walk up, and you can see it right here. I'm just walking normally, and it seems like there's a delay on the walking. So I'm going to try and sprint up here as fast as I can. Okay, there we go. And I remember I had launch pads here. I need to make launch pads again. That would be nice. Now, here's the idea. So once I finish with this world, I will head back to the lobby, delete this world, and I will show y'all the deletion of the world. And then we will move on to the next world. The next world is actually the hardcore world. And if you didn't check out that part of the series, I suggest y'all check those out. There's a lot of, like, I want to say with this entire series, there's kind of like a season in certain parts. Like, you know, the hardcore world was kind of its own season that I did. It's like a TV show. Each show is going to have a season. So, like, the one I'm on right now is a new season. This is kind of a... It would be like the crossover event, in a sense, where I go over through all the worlds and, you know, just re-experience what I used to make. I do believe this is a world where I made a lighthouse, and if I could find it, we might be good to go. Let's see, it's gonna be in that direction. I like that you can actually see farther now with the locations. I don't remember whether or not I made... I don't even know if I even have a spyglass or anything on this world. So I'm curious how I have the locations already set. Because I don't remember making the compass. Let me check. Okay, so apparently I did make the compass. That might have been like at the end of this series of when I did this part of the show. Or part of the... Yeah, in a way it is kind of like a show. I'd love to do like my own little Lego Fortnite show with the characters that I have. So that is my lighthouse that I made. I made that with the suggestion from Kiss the Sky 85. She had sent me... she had asked me to watch her clip of her making a lighthouse. She made a better one than I did. It's like an actual lighthouse from like the Battle Royale style of the game, or that's what I picture it as. But it's like, it's a really cool lighthouse that she sent me, and I tried to do my best, and it looks more like a watchtower with a campfire on top. But I kind of like it. It's kind of my own little invention. This, I don't know. Even this one, I don't even know how I got this one to a level 10. I still have to believe it's mostly the stations, because the stations do a lot of what would we call it? A lot of experience, a lot of XP. That's really what it would do. But I know I have like a lot of the log cabin builds, a lot of similar builds throughout the place. And the game also includes like just the doors opening automatically. Like I'm not pressing square. I think that's really cool. I ought to keep these worlds, but you know, I think it's best to say goodbye and just, you know, let me find a person to say goodbye to. Jules, if you're looking for an engineer, you found one. Oh, I need to find her in my new world. I'm used to dropping into strange new places, so it's good to see a friendly face. I feel like a power center that's all out of power cells. I think I'll stay at your village tonight. Oh, so you were never oh, you never lived at this village. Interesting. Well, this was all that there was here, unfortunately. I wish I had done more. That's why I'm excited about this new world that I'm on, because I'm doing custom builds. I'm doing all these new builds. It's exciting. It's exciting to go through all this new stuff. And there's the pigs from the new update. I like that they've added pigs. I feel like Fortnite listened to me. Like they heard my cries. They heard me like through the spirits, through the spirit realm. They heard my cries, and I am doing this just because this is the fastest way to get back to the winter biome that has the third and final village. So I just wanted to quickly do that ahead of time, because I almost forgot that I had to keep inventory on this world. And see, this is just village 3 because there was only 3 villages that I ever did. I never did more. I never like truly expanded this place. I wish I had, but you know, this one I took more creativity with. I unlocked the Shogun Palace. I did get on this world a few minutes ago, like before this recording. I just wanted to make sure I was like where I was at, and I had the planks on me. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and make a barn. So I did place this before I started recording, but I think it looks good. I think it fits. I think just having the mini barn. Oh, I just now realized with the Anarchy Acre stuff, I can take that and build a big barn next to a little barn and have animals here. I don't know how I'm going to work it. I'm curious to see how it goes though. But with this village, I remember the last thing that I worked on, and I apologize if I'm talking too fast, but the last thing that I remember working on was the food processor. I remember that was when the fishing update came out, and that was one of the final things I made on this world. And I think I was rocking the shredder skin at the time, so that kind of gives you a timeline and kind of a basis of when to go back to, because I always try to include the person I'm playing as for the episode to kind of give you a good basis of where to start the episode at, or start that current season. But I always like to encourage people to watch from the very beginning, because it is a journey. It does kind of show me and show my experience level over the past 3 or 4 months. I don't exactly remember. I know the series probably started about in December, but whereas I started like this world was more like in January, February-ish. And then the hardcore world is more like March, kind of. It's a rough timeline, but I'm curious what's around like this area, just to kind of go back, and we'll quickly look around the area. I'm also not playing with my visual audio, because I typically play with visual audio, but I'm actually going to give it a shot in the new world and not play with visual audio anymore. But you can see that village over there. This village over here, it looks so cool. I wish I explored more of it. I think that would have been nice. I wonder if... Do I hear a bear? I thought I heard a bear. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just going to quickly take a look. If we could find a bear, I'd love to find a bear in this episode. But from what I'm seeing... Oh, daggum, that's a bear. I like how I said that I thought I saw... You know what? That's... That was tricky. You almost had me there. Like, I was literally ready to just walk right over it and not even give it a second look. So I'm curious to see how this thing fights. I've got a barely usable axe with 3 essences of damage. I'm curious if I can attack it from behind. Peekaboo! Oh god, it's mad. It's angry. Oh crap, it's angry. That is some rage. Ow! It smacked my butt. That's not... Okay. That thing's a little bit more meaner than I thought. Ow. Wait, what am I doing? Why don't I just fight it? I mean, it looks like it can bust my ass open like a can of biscuits, but I'm not gonna let it. You didn't have to go after the pig like that. Not Piglet. Okay, well, obviously y'all don't fight very well. Ow. You know what? That's it. Thunder Punch. Get wrecked. So what does it give off? Does it give off anything? Blue flopper meat? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I grabbed green. I meant to pet the pig. I'm so sorry. And for some reason, pigs give slurp mushroom. Still doesn't make sense. Bap. So we just took on a bear with ease. I feel like that's not going to be fair to them. But, I mean, once we get back to the main world, they're going to stand a chance against me. Like, probably... They'll probably be like 2 or 3 times better than I am. Because I don't have any charms yet on the new world. But I think, you know, going over everything that we did on this world, like, really helped kind of feed that nostalgia for me. And, like, we're not done yet. We still have the hardcore world to go through. Because there was a lot more done in that world than anything. So, I'm going to head back to lobby. And I'm going to delete this world. I'm going to show y'all. And then we'll hop into the hardcore world. So I will see y'all in just a second. Okay, now I'm back in the lobby. Obviously it's time to get rid of the previous world that we were just on. I kind of don't want to say goodbye though, but I think I'm going to. I just gotta press the delete button. I gotta make sure I'm on world 1. So delete world. Clay plays games world 1. This will permanently delete your world. Yep, I gotta do it. Deleting world. Oh, it's just, for some reason I thought like it was just sad face on the screen for the loading thing, just because it knew that was going to be a sad thing to do. Now, World 6 is not part of the solo world. That's part of the Lego Fortnite with Friends world with Cameron and I. But the next world is World 3, because I'm currently on World 4. World 3 is the hardcore world. So we'll go ahead and hop into this, and there's no telling what I'm going to get into. I'm excited to see the hardcore world again. You know, I ought to keep this one. You know, I'm debating keeping this one. We'll see what happens. Or maybe I just keep my promise up, and then we just full-on delete it. I think that's what I ought to do. As much as I want to keep all of this. And I made sure to start off in the first village. Look how bland this place is. Like, I got this to a level 10. Now, for anyone that didn't understand how the hardcore world worked, or if you all are wondering now what it is, I basically played this on a hardcore rules with, you know, no villagers, no NPCs, nothing like that. Like, that's how crazy it was. And I did this with... I made sure to only use charms in certain areas. I'm not going to worry about that in this episode, obviously. But, you know, we've got just basic builds. I used a lot of materials just to do grills, like as you can see. That's why the stations are just so important, just to upgrade and everything. I don't even know why I put a station here. When did I do that? Did I do that to waste... Okay, I obviously did that to upgrade my village. That makes sense. But, like, there's no NPCs, no animals either, except for, you know, enemy NPCs, you know, and such. But, you know, this village... This village was bland, but it was a good starter village for a few first episodes of the hardcore world. And I did do a lot more exploration. And, man, I gotta go back and visit that marker again. But, you know, we traveled a lot more in this world. There's so much to explore. So I will go through each one. It's going to take a minute, so I'll probably pause here. That way, the next thing I do is just automatically at the next village. So I'll see y'all in just 1 second. Alright, we're almost back to our beach village. This was actually the second village that I did on my hardcore world. It's been a while since I've been back to this one. I gotta see how much we've done here. And luckily I'm back before actually no, right before the sun comes up, so thankfully all the skeletons are gone. Now, I know it says Village 6, but believe me, after resetting the Village Square so many times, it takes a minute. You know, I had to get it just right, so I had the builds from the dock builds, because this is what I did with the hardcore world. This world had all the new dock builds when that became the update of the game, because each world ironically has its own little like bits and pieces of whatever update happened. Like with the last world, it had the fishing update. This one had the dock builds, unless those were part of the same update. I don't recall. I think that was its own update. I might be wrong about that. But this was our second village. Not a lot here. Surprisingly, I got this one up to a... Actually, I didn't get this one up to a 10. I remember I got this one to like a 6 or a 7. Only because I got all the builds that I needed to. I realized that I didn't need to do a village square, because you get these dock builds regardless when you make a village in the grassland. So it was fun regardless. I didn't even have to make a village square here. But looking back, it was kind of nice to have this place, because you know, I did a lot. I had a lot of materials here, like a lot of fish as well. Oh, what kind of fish did I get? I forgot if I ever caught a legendary fish. I'm just glad I finally caught the Vendetta fish in my new world. So I'm very happy about that. I don't really have much here, but you know, I've got this place. I'm gonna try not to lose any of my materials here, just because we're on the hardcore world. So if I die, I lose my stuff. So we're gonna try not to lose any of that. I'm actually gonna head to my third village that I made, because if I go in, I'm gonna go in order of which village I made. Because after I made the beginning village, I made the beach village, only because that was what y'all had helped me with when I started the hardcore series, and that was really fun. Oh, I could have done something here. I should have done something here. I keep thinking of like keeping this world to make new stuff, but I'm not going to. I'm definitely going to delete it, as much as I'd love to keep it. I wonder if I can find a bear on this world too. I kind of want to find. I want to find a bear on each world and then fight one. Although I'd probably lose on the new world, so we may save that for later. But this episode is just, you know, looking back. I want to be able to look back on this one and, you know, just go over what, you know, what kind of experiences I had with this place, and just enjoy the time we have. Because this, you know, I'm not gonna get to see these worlds again, only in videos, and I don't even watch my videos back. So it's like, you know, I'll be 5 years down the line, let's say, and I just happen to come back to this video. It's like, man, that was fun, wasn't it? And so I just like that idea of just having that nostalgia feeling and looking back on what we did. Because this world was like one of those worlds that really had a lot of creative input, despite it being regular-based village builds, like the log cabins. Nothing, like no custom builds whatsoever on this world. This was like one of my favorite villages for the time. You know, I have my stone breaker, just the basic materials, basic things. So I can put a bed there. So a bed does work in that spot. I kept debating that. Now this was like the first time I did anything like to connect pieces to another house, because I kept having to fly back and forth between the two places. So instead I would just, you know, I would just fly in between, but I decided to place a platform in between there to save me some walking time and some stamina. Had 2 lumber mills. I just basically had a lot of stations. That's really what I did to upgrade. And I think I got this one up to a level 10. Yeah, I did. Just so I could have all the builds. You know, we did a lot. I don't think I did a whole lot of other stuff here. I know I built the, like, and it looks fine. I remember now what the plan was. With each village, it was going to be like one specific set of builds, and we would move on to the next thing. And I think I know where I thought I put a marker on it. I may have not. I was thinking about there was a statue. I don't know if it's, hey, there's the statue. Just want to go say hi and bye to it real quick. So this was like the second one I found on this map. The first one was that gray mark all the way down at the bottom of the map. And you know, I'm surprised they don't have this as something you can build in the game. You probably can build it. Ow. I don't even know which ones I'm rocking. I think I am rocking the cool head, or the inner fire charm. So I gotta try not to burn up here real quick. Ow. It hurts just a little bit. But, you know, seeing this again, I'm hoping to find more stuff like that in the new world, as well as sharks, because, you know, I'm starting to think that it was just a one-time thing at this point, because I still have not found another shark in this game. Yeah, nice try. I may have visual audio off, but I can still whoop your butt. So I'm gonna... Actually, I want to start, you know, going back through all the... Like, I'm not gonna go to the frost biome next. I'm actually gonna show off all the builds that I did previously up till that point, because, you know, I did some pretty cool stuff, because that was the first time the Durburger builds had been a thing, the new Lion Knight's castle builds. Like, this was the world that had the updated stuff, and I'm glad I can finally redo all of that and much more. And there's our Sword in the Stone, or, you know, I don't remember what the name of it was. I forgot what we named it. I really do. Excalibur. I remember we named it Excalibur. That's why. Because Sword in the Stone. That's right. I have forgotten why we named it that. And I remember now. Just because of the way it sticks out of the ground. But I'm going to head over to my Durburger restaurant builds. I did a whole section that just had nothing but the Durburger restaurants. And I gotta say, I like it a lot. Because, like, just these builds alone. That's why I'm glad they include Anarchy Acres. Which, I'm curious if they're going to bring that back. Oh, I remember I did the drive-thru. I wanted to make sure I did the drive-thru menu. But just looking at this, I never truly worked on the inside as much. I know I worked on some up here. And for anyone that has watched the previous videos of the New World, these are the dishes I'm talking about. Let me see if I can find those on here. Just real quick. They would be over on this one, I believe. That's bottles and glass, but that's not what we're needing. Okay. Majestic Manors Dining. Okay, so we have to get the Majestic Manors. So upgrading my desert village in the new world, it will be how I get these decor builds. So I'll soon have the builds I need for my tables for the new Durburger restaurant in that one section. I just love this. I love all this stuff. Like, it really feels like just a nice place to live at. Man, and this is why I'm glad I have villagers again on the new world, because without them, I'd kind of be in a slump and not really have any people to... Like, I'll do a village solely based on the Durburger builds, and I'll just have people working on the grill and act as if it was like a regular restaurant. I don't believe I know I had some other villages, but I want to go take a look at the other builds that I got from the Lion Knight's castle builds. This was one I didn't take a lot of time with. I took only 2 sets of the builds. I didn't do a whole lot of them. But from what we have, it's not bad. I remember I accidentally flipped this one where this is the back side, I'm pretty sure, and the front side's over on that side, and I accidentally reversed it. So I placed it wrong. But I think I like this one more at the time. Just kind of basic little rooms and stuff. You got the little watchtower section right here. I don't even know what you'd call it, but like you got this, you got everything down here. It's simple and I like it. But I believe the only other places we gotta go are over here by the lake and then one more village. And then we go to the frost biome. But it doesn't take a long time to get over here. And I kind of want to take the moment to just look around and just see how much fun that this used to be. Because I do remember the hardcore stuff would be a little bit of a hassle. Because we did play more by the rules and didn't focus on all the fun that we can have. Because otherwise, had I done that, we definitely would have done a lot more custom builds. Because I'm starting to get a hang of them. And I hear it, I don't see it. It is kind of rough when I don't have the builds or the visual audio. And I am doing a little... I wouldn't say it's cheating, but there is a way just to go up the hills without having to, you know, build and stuff. Nope. Okay, and the roller hit the wolf, so I'm happy about that. This is the area. So the area that Cameron and I found on our first world together, this was our home. With that divot there, we used to have a base there. I believe... Well, no, I did delete that world. But... Instead, I made the beachside bundle builds here by a lake instead of by a beach. And I remember getting comments about that, like how aggravating it could be. Just, you know, why would you do that? It's like, you know what? It's all right. And I remember I placed this here because I wanted to make a bridge across the water. And if I spent a little more time with the decorations, it wouldn't look too terrible. Like more like some lights, just an area to fish off of. And, you know, just houses along the water line. That was kind of the idea. And I was just happy to make something like this, and just this was more goofing around part. That's really what I took to heart with this. But I like it. I want to do more stuff like this. I gotta find this place again in my new world. We'll see if I ever find it. But let's see. We only gotta go to one. There's only, let's see, 2 more places to go. 3 technically. So I'm gonna do the smart thing and kind of go around like in a C shape, and we'll head on over to the. I hear something. I don't want to know what that is. I don't think. I see the NPCs over there. What are they fighting? Do I worry about it? Maybe I should worry about it. Let's see what they're fighting. Anything useful? Oh no, they're fighting a spider. I thought they were fighting a bear. Man, it would have been nice if they were fighting a bear. Just to see the enemies. It's, you know, the enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of ideal. I'm still hearing something. I don't know what I'm... Well, I'm not hearing the roller. I would have known if it was the roller. Sweep. Nope. You go on about your merry way. I'm not here for you. I'm here for them. This is their experience into the old and new stuff. Like, because we'll be going over the old worlds, and then, you know, end back up in the new world for the end of this video. That's kind of the point of what we're doing. Did I ever, I wonder how much I truly explored of this place. You know, not a whole lot. You know, I really need to take more time with the new world, in my opinion. Just because I want to explore. I need to explore more. And this wasn't the 3rd village. This was the final build. So we're kind of going in reverse order now. I'm showing you the final build that I did of the final village. We might get lucky enough to find a bear. Who knows? I hope I don't find a frost bear. That'd be kind of terrifying. That'd be like the toughest thing on here. So, if we're lucky, we won't find one, or we won't run into one. But we did the Shogun Palace builds for our final village section. That was alright. I made sure to get all the materials for it way ahead of time and build all of this, which it just feels empty without the villagers. So with there being 30 total villagers now, I'm kind of happy with that. Now that green, so if you're looking up at the top of the screen, is showing a green mark over 1,300 miles or meters. I don't necessarily know. It might be miles, but the fact that it will show up that far away, because I think they extended the range that it can go with the compass and the location markers. But I'm actually gonna head back to my. This was the first village I did in the frozen or frost biome. And I had done log cabin builds, just for a basic home to start out with until I could get more stuff done and more materials, because I knew I was going to need iron and have to find caves and stuff. And I think I thought I saw 2. There is 2 right next to each other. I've been lucky enough to find 2 rollers always next to each other, so you know, more the merrier. But I don't know. I don't know which I would consider my favorite village on this world. If you asked me, I'd probably say maybe either this one or the desert village. This one was just very simple. I don't know. Did I ever upgrade this? I did upgrade this to a level 10. Shocking. But you know, it was always the basic builds, and you can see a similar pattern with all of this. I had to take a lot more time with the stations, but this was fun. I miss this. I'm gonna miss this world here in the future. Now I think the final one, let me see where it's at. The final ones are just gonna be to our right, and what actually debatable. We'll see how this one turns out, because this one was nothing but the Pleasant Park builds, because that was the idea, to do every village with the same set of builds. So that's why you see like the log cabin builds all the same, no other builds. The beach one was kind of a mix due to there only being like 3 or 4 builds for the beach builds, so I just combined those with the log cabin or the shacks. But for this, I did the Pleasant Park builds, and I'm not seeing the marker. Did I move the marker wrong? I honestly don't. No, it's that green marker. It's gotta be that one. I thought I was crazy for a second, but I know I'm not. And the reason I'm taking more time to actually go and walk through and find these areas is just because I want to take in the moment. And what am I hearing? More skeletons. Jeez, it feels like they spawn in more and more, like, all together. And it kind of scares me because it's like I can't take on a whole army. I know there was a YouTube short that I uploaded that had a whole army of them, but that was like at least 8 or 9. They always like spawn like 12 right next to each other. It's weird. Like I feel like they knew I was in hardcore world or hardcore mode on this. Like I feel like the game knew that specifically. I think once they just realized the settings were like no animals, no NPCs, like they were like, okay, this guy wants a challenge, and it's like I'm always ready for a challenge. Although sometimes, actually, I only maybe had failed 2 or 3 times on this world, where I only got eliminated like 3 times maybe. I wish I had a count, but I don't. But it would be nice to see how many times I actually got eliminated in this game on like certain worlds. I know I got eliminated like early on the new world, like 2nd or 3rd episode. It was kind of ridiculous considering I only got eliminated like 2 or 3 times on this world, and I played it for over a month. So it's like you look at the ratio. It's like, how did I do better on hardcore than I am in easy mode? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But this was my Pleasant Park village. I remember I put a hey now that was not called for. I want whoever threw that to come up here, like hand raised, take responsibility for yourself. No one? Okay. Okay, that was you. Okay. I thought it was you. But this was the first... That's right, this was the first build I think I had worked on some of the decorations. I might be wrong about that. No, I did work on the decorations for this house. That was right. Had the couch, and the ceiling lamp. Okay, so I have done this shelf style before. I know I did on the new world as well. You know, you got your fridge, your grill, shelf. Like, I made this house look good, y'all. Like, real good. Oh, I had so much granite and marble. Holy crap. I forgot where I put most of my materials. But this world was amazing. And, you know, I'll have to go to the new world real quick and show y'all what's new if you haven't seen it. But, you know, I can't believe I'm going to have to say goodbye to this place. I promise I'll try and make this new world, you know, the best thing it's ever been. So I will see y'all back in the lobby, and we'll get ready to delete this world. So I will see y'all in just 1 second. Alright, we're back in the lobby, and as we've done before the first time, we gotta get rid of this world as well. So let's head on over to the options, go to delete world, and let's do it. I wish they gave a confirmation thing, like, are you sure? Like, that would be nice. Like, just to have that confirmation. It's like, are you sure? Kind of like how Minecraft does. Like, are you sure? It's a really long time. It's gone forever. That's, like, really long. We just got rid of World 1 and 3. World 2 was like I think that one was also a Lego Fortnite with Friends. I think that's what that one was. But we're now down to 4 and 6. 4 is the main world. 6 is the Lego Fortnite with Friends. Y'all gotta go watch those Lego Fortnite with Friends videos. I know I would like to say they're funnier. I doubt it. But, I mean, Cameron and I do pick on each other, and we love each other to death. We have a lot of fun together. We're like brothers. I wish we were, but we're not. But we act and play like brothers. But I'm going to go ahead and head on to World 4, the main world. And, you know, we're going to... If I have the materials, I might try and do the barn just real quick. But otherwise, I'll see what I can do just right out of the gate. I might do another little barn and actually name an animal because, you know, I accidentally called the pig that I got from my main world Stinky or Stinker, which is just the worst name for a pig, but it kind of makes sense at the same time. I felt kind of bad because I pressed square instead of triangle because I thought square meant you can name it what you want, and I didn't realize that gives it the permanent name, so that was on me. But if you haven't seen this world, if you haven't seen this part of the series, go back maybe 10. It would I don't know. It's a few episodes back, like 10 to 15 episodes ago. It's been a while ago. There's a little stinker. Oh, who's my little stinker? Who's my little stinker? He's kind of a big stinker though, not gonna lie. How much do I have for the barn? What does that? A lot of wood and a lot of planks. You know what? I think we ought to do it. I think we should place that in this village. I don't have a lot of wood, though, unfortunately. Oh, I don't even have an axe. Oh, man. I did not come prepared. I don't have anything. How much to make an axe? Let's go ahead and kind of get back into it. Of, you know, the main goal. I say we make, you know, 2 of these. I think we can get enough wood with just these 2 axes. I mean, if you ask me, I think I didn't mean for that to be a pun. I'm just not realizing that ended up being more of a pun than I intended. Yeah, okay. You know what? My humor's broken. I barely have a good sense of humor. I have the dad joke kind of humor. But I'm gonna get this wood. I'm gonna get some planks, make enough, or earn enough to make a barn, and that's where we'll end things there. And then we'll pick up with whatever we start with after this episode, because I'm curious to see what we do. I mean, after last episode, I think, you know, getting back to working on the desert village that we have set, that's going to be a good one. Because that is technically the 2nd village, and I know, oh, we never hired anybody. So we would definitely need to do 5. Or I could start asking people to leave on this village. We'll see what happens. Actually, I need to check again to see how many things of what I do need. Because I know where I'm going to place the barn. So we've got the Anarchy Loft Barn, the Anarchy Barn Deluxe. We'll start with the Barn Classic. And I just need a lot more wood. So, and then we got to make enough for planks. So obviously it takes a lot of work. So what I'll do, I'll speed this up and get as much wood as I can. And then we'll be good to go. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to farm, and then we'll be right back. Alright, so I got the materials I needed. I can finally make a barn now. I think we're in good shape. Hey, look, another golden chicken. Look at that. Or is that just a regular chicken and it's just all the lighting? It might have been the lighting. Oh, it might be the torch. It might have been the torch from earlier. That might have been why that chicken looked golden. That might be on me. I apologize, y'all. That's pretty much some clickbait right there. But I've got the materials I need. I'm going to go ahead and make the barn. Where do I want the... Ooh, a good spot right here would be like... Yeah, I could see it like right here. So I'm going to take the barn, place it about right here. Boom. Okay. It looked for a second like it was like glitching out for some reason. But I am kind of glad that they've added these builds. It gives more variety for more custom builds. And, you know, I can actually make the lighthouse now, which would be nice, like a proper lighthouse, especially with the red coloring. You know, like just doing stuff like this is really fun. I know it's not like the custom style of builds, but I still have fun nonetheless, just building and making a home for myself. Like, you know, you can put 2 and 2 together and you can have whatever kind of builds that you would want, like for your own village. It doesn't have to be custom. And I really like this place. I think building out the world, making this kind of I'm still curious on what we would call it. Like it wouldn't be like a Lego city, but more like a Lego world. You know, just a big place full of giant builds and, you know, random crap that we can goof around with. I think it's just gonna look really great. And, you know, I just gotta take the second to like take it all in, because I want this to last for a while and, you know, just spend time like with y'all doing stuff like this. Because I really gotta thank y'all, because if it weren't for y'all, and I think my power just went out, I don't know. Thankfully the power didn't go out, but I just looked up and my light went like started to flicker, so that kind of scared me. Is it already going nighttime? Holy crap, I thought the sun was coming up. I might have been wrong on that. Oh wait, oh, that's so cool how the door's open. I apologize, I honestly thought it was getting morning time, because wasn't not just... Maybe I'm wrong about that. But for a second, I could have sworn it was daytime. Maybe that took too long. I have no idea. But back to what I was saying, I just want to thank y'all, because without y'all, I wouldn't be here in the position I'm in. You know, I don't think I'm at that point yet where I would consider myself a true YouTuber. And I know I'm always down on myself in that regard. But, you know, it takes time to grow. And without y'all, I couldn't grow the way I needed to. So I'm very thankful for that. And, you know, I kind of want to hear y'all's opinions. So it's like, with if you've made it to the end of this like if you made it to this part of the video, I just want to hear like what's been your favorite part of this this season, this series altogether. Like, you know, what's your favorite video? What's been your favorite moment of my channel that you've enjoyed, and kind of what got you into this kind of stuff. So, you know, if you made it this far, let me know, and I will shout you out in the next video, or at least try to, because this is pre-recorded, so obviously it's going to take a minute, because I'll probably pre-record the next episode as well. I kind of have gone ahead of, you know, schedule with my videos, so, you know, if you haven't made it to this video, once this video comes out, I'll then look at the comments, and then, you know, we'll see how the order goes. I'll try not to make it too far out, but just stay tuned when that goes on. And I apologize for how dark it is. Let me find the torches again. But, you know, overall, it looks really cool. I can see this. I wonder... I don't have enough, unfortunately. Not. Oh, wait. If I only had 10 planks, I'd place another barn. But that's alright. I like it here. I think, you know, with this area, I'm going to start doing more of the farm builds. I think that would be alright. And then we have the beach area over there. We can start working on beach builds soon. Like, there's no telling what we'll do, but, you know, leave you know, comments down below, like, again, what your favorite stuff was, and I'll try and shout you out in a future episode, and just stay tuned for those when those come out. But this was the mega episode to celebrate the 100 episodes of LEGO Fortnite Survival. If y'all enjoyed this episode and want to see more videos like this, let me know down in the comments below. Sorry. Make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to share this with your friends, share this with your family, share this with whoever. Make sure notifications are turned on so you never miss any one of my videos when they go up. Also, if you feel like becoming a member and want to see these videos early, y'all go check out the join button on my channel, or check out the link down in the description below. Don't forget to use my creator code, ClayPlaysGames, ClayPlayzGames. I'll put it on the screen right here, and I will see y'all in the next one. So, with all that being said, thank y'all so much for watching this episode, and have a great day.